everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about a Nintendo 3DS that is not reading an SD card. I'll be going over some easy fixes in this easy tutorial. It's also a complete tutorial because I'll be going over 5 things that you can do to hopefully solve this problem. Let's get right into the video. Now, just to clear this up, this is a new Nintendo 2DS XL, but the interface and how it works is pretty much the exact same as the 3DS, minus the 3D functionality. But with regards to the SD card and the user interface, it's the same thing, okay? So the first thing that you can do is, and I have my notes over here, so just excuse me as I go and try and read this as I'm explaining to you. The first thing that you can do is turn the system off, remove the SD card, reinsert the SD card, and turn the system back on. What that will do is that will make the system reevaluate the SD card that you're inserting. Maybe it's a one-time glitch where it's not recognizing it, it's not reading it, and hopefully by removing it and reinserting it while the system is off and then turning the system back on, it's going to allow it to reevaluate it and say, wow, you know what? I can read this SD card. It's a good SD card. Hopefully that is, and that's the easiest solution. It's also one of the more common ones that solves the problem. Okay, if that doesn't work, you're going to go to number 2, which is check the SD card to ensure that it's compatible. Look at the size of the SD card. Look at the type of the SD card. There are different classes, different speeds, different types of SD cards. Make sure that it's compatible. Okay, make absolutely sure that it is compatible. You can look up the specifications for the 3DS compatibility for SD cards and make sure your SD card matches that compatibility. If it matches up, you're good to go. Move on to number 3. Is the SD card unlocked? It should be. As far as I understand, as far as I know, the SD card should be unlocked because the Nintendo 3DS interface has to write on the SD card. It has to place information on the SD card. If the SD card is locked, it's not able to change or manipulate the information on it, and that's why it won't work with it. So if you take out the SD card, you can go look up how to do this separately, but there's usually going to be a little tab that will decide if it's locked or unlocked. It's going to show usually a lock or an unlock symbol. Make sure it's unlocked. This way the 3DS can actually write information onto the card, okay? If it is unlocked, you can move on to step number 4. Is the SD card full? Like I said, the console has to write on the SD card. So if it's full, it can't write anything. It can't put information on it. So go on the SD card and get rid of any old files that you don't need anymore, that you no longer want, and free up some space, and hopefully that solves the problem, and your console can then write on the SD card. Lastly, that brings me to number 5, which is try it with a different SD card. You want to narrow down, is it the system or is it the card? So take an SD card that you know will work. Basically, try with a brand new formatted SD card, that is unlocked and compatible with your 3DS. And then once you take that SD card and insert it into the 3DS, if it works, then you know it's an issue with the other SD card that wasn't working or the system writing on that SD card. Maybe that SD card works elsewhere but not on the system, but it's something to do with the SD card and not necessarily the system if a different SD card works on the system, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. That's it. Those are 5 things to do. Hopefully one of them works for you. We rhyme all the time on this channel. Let's get into this. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.